Hey, happy Friday, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. We all got our red today.
And you got the nice blue background, so it's a good pop.
There we go.
Mhm.
I planned that.
I bet you did.
Yeah. Okay, so today is like one of my favorite days, and it's one of the hardest days because we are getting our pictures taken today. New pictures, right?
I
Yeah,
know. I don't
I'm
know
in
why.
before mode.
What?
I'm in before mode.
Me
I
too.
know that's the thing. That's what's so hard. It's like, wait a minute. Like I had this clip in my hair because there's certain things you got to do to make sure your hair is right when the time comes with pictures, and you can't put too much makeup on and then not enough makeup on because you got to be ready when the pictures come. And
Yeah.
I know. I don't know why, but I've been nervous for some reason. Even though I've taken people's headshots, I know it's not that bad, and I don't have any hair to worry about. So,
Yeah, I was about ready to shave mine off this morning.
but I think I gotta go to Fast Yowie and stuff my way. So I think I'm gonna bring my clothes and I'll change before I just take my photo, so it's nice and crisp. So.
I do think it's so interesting though, because I just saw recently, I think maybe it was in the creative group where somebody posted a picture where their mom had put up all of their magnets for year to year and it had their big pictures card. And again, you think, that your picture from 2 or 3 years ago works, and it just doesn't.
It doesn't. I had Colleen in my office a couple weeks ago, and she saw my business card from 2017, and she said, "Is that you?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "That does not look like you." I was like, "Oh no, I'm doing the exact thing I'm preaching it."
The worst one I ever had was when we were down in Tulsa, and my picture was 6 months old, and this guy was like, "That is not you," and I'm like,
Oh wow.
"Oh my God."
That's brutal.
Okay. It's like, what exactly is so horrific about it? I don't know what else to do at this point.
Right.
Did you guys see, speaking of like videos, pictures, and all those things, did you see the posting in the creative group about how to get more listings with TikTok?
I didn't see that yet.
Yeah. So, question, absolutely relevant. It's the number one questions on everybody's minds. How do I get more listings? And a woman posted and she said, I am getting leads, my best leads right now off of TikTok.
Hey, people's businesses are blowing up on TikTok, like small businesses, bigger businesses. It is the platform to go to. It really is. Because you can do so much with it.
So much. She was in the middle of the street in a new subdivision and basically saying new lots are happening here. Here's the price range. Message me for more information. And she said that she typed it in and then she updated it. First, she said, I've gotten like 4 buyers. They're not ready to buy yet. Granted, they're not ready to buy yet. She goes, I don't want to mislead anybody. She said, but they also all have houses to sell. And then she said, well, then she updates her post later on. She's like, I just actually put something under contract off of it.
Which is nice. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. And again,
I've come across ones that are just simple. The virtual walkthrough, it's only 60 seconds, but it makes an impact and it works. I've seen there's one agent, I keep forgetting her name, but I follow her, and she does great advice. She just talked about showing time in Zillow and all that, and who owns whose information and all this stuff. And it's just a great, to show your knowledge, to show your listings, to show what you've got. Yeah, absolutely. You can reach so many people.
It's not as saturated just yet. Right. So you're standing out a little bit more than you might.
Yeah. The algorithm is very interesting because, for instance, I've come across, it definitely knows where you live, right? So I've definitely come across people who talk about Missouri and things like that. And the more that you like a certain type of video, the more those kind of videos are going to start popping up. And so, but it is important from what I can tell, you got to really stick to a niche. So real estate is a niche and it'll work. So
for sure. Which kind of leads us to our lunch and learn this week with Spencer. He was great.
Yeah, right? He was really good.
Someone asked me, they're like, is he out of high school yet? I'm like, I think he's like 27, so you're old.
I can't believe the price points that he was talking about and him and mentioning that they have like 50 a year. And I was like doing the math and I'm like, what? That's insane.
It's what's so hard about that for me is, and Ford and I were actually just talking about this last night. When you all know how to sell and network and connect with people, you can do that anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know how to do that anywhere. And so many of our agents have started off in this business and maybe didn't have as much of a base, you know, and now, are selling, 20 or let's say 50 homes a year with an average sales price of 250. Then you just sit there and think, okay, if I just pick myself up and I walked into Boulder, Colorado with an average sales price of 800, same thing. Same thing. And there was a top Remax agent who did that. I feel like he was in Colorado, and this was years and years ago, but his average sales point at that point in time, was like 150. And he was like, you know what, screw it. And he went out to LA and he just did the techniques and did what he was doing and put the systems in place. And, his average sales price at that point was 1.5.
Wow.
And just said, hey, if I can sell 200 homes in Colorado, I can go sell 200 homes in LA. And it only takes 2 years, right? Maybe even 1 year to live in the smallest of the smallest and, and reset yourself. And then all of a sudden you're able to afford where you're living. So, yeah. I also think it's been fascinating. And Mark Sieber, I think, has been a good example of this. Aaron Blaze was a really good example of this, or people who've moved, Frank Witt, another great example, people who've moved into the market from another market, who had those systems in place, have kind of proven that. I feel like sometimes it takes them a little bit longer to get started, maybe not as fast as they might have thought, but they know the systems. So you work the systems and the systems kick in.
Yeah. And I think the key element is, I mean, if you were to do that, like even here, I used to go to B&I meetings for Robin Pittman when she wasn't able to go sometimes, just to represent her and Remax. And really, you can make a lot of great connections that way. That all just starts trickling down. So,
well, and I think that was a great message from Spencer was, and he was so cute. He was like, I want to be the guy, but he said that, at the gym, and I'm going to meet everybody. He's playing softball so that he can go meet people. He's playing basketball so he can, do you say basketball? I think that was one of the things, like, so he could go meet people. Yeah. And, I mean, again, such a great resource as we talk about volunteering in the community, but he's like, look, wherever you can get out and about and start socializing with people is going to be really valuable. So let's get an update from you two about the other great announcement this week from your friends, from your friends. Let's say from our friends.
Marketing. Yeah. Billy and I went on yesterday and set up an account to use as a brokerage. So now it was pretty simple, pretty easy.
Yeah.
Pretty step by step, just helps you get it done and just send out. So the only thing we have left to do is upload our addresses, which I've got to get all set up, and then we're going to mail our own to see how it goes. So yeah, it was really exciting. So
okay. So do a quick review, just in case anybody watching didn't watch.
Okay, so new program. You can get postcards, and right now you're going to get 100 free. So if you pass on it, you're losing out. You might as well do it. 100 postcards. You can get them mailed by uploading a database. You can get them not mailed so that you can hand them out to different places or wherever you want to use them. But the idea is that each postcard each month has a different benefit. Like, one will be most of it's going to be local businesses, and the first one will be the Fuzzy Tacos, and you get one free entree. Is that correct? I think that's right. One free entree.
Yeah, one free entree.
So it's got an incentive to keep the postcard instead of just throwing it away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people are going to hold on to it for a free item or a discount on something. So, and you can customize the back with your picture, your logo, anything that you want to put on there. The options are quite endless on what you want to do on the back. You can change it up each month. There's no setup cost, there's no contracts, and there's no cancellation fees either. The only thing is there's a 25 card minimum per month, which is like nothing, because if you get them mailed and printed, it's 92 cents. If you get them printed and mailed to you, it's like 60 cents or something like that per card. So it's a great program.
And the space on the back that's for the agent is a lot of space. I mean, you have room to put on there whatever you could think of. So it's not just your picture in a tiny corner with your name. It's it's an actual good amount of space on the back that you get to kind of market yourself. And they have some stock like referral kind of sayings and stuff you can use, or you can type whatever you want in there. So if you're farming to a neighborhood, you could put that you just sold, 4 listings in that neighborhood or whatever that is. So, or just like Elizabeth has been saying, sold over list price. I mean, because you can change it every month and there's no fee to change it.
So I think that was my biggest aha, just again, seeing more of that, seeing what you guys were sending is really the customization on it. Because I mean, everyone wants what they want, let's be real, and I think that's the one reason why people shy away from, some of the group programs, because they don't feel like they can customize it much. Remember, done is better than perfect, but the customization was huge.
Yeah, huge. Yeah. I mean, it's just, And if you're not creative, they've got it done for you. I mean, you just pick it and go, but so you can get creative as you want. So it's great.
And then the following month, they've already lined up Coley's, which is $15 off. Maybe you said that, Billy, but I mean, $15 off is huge. That's a significant benefit.
And again, 100 free postcards. Why would you not take 10, 15 minutes out of your day and sign up, get a basic back? If you don't want to put a lot of work into it, just choose template and go and get it.
Yeah.
And I think the deadline for the 100 free is April 12th, and you have to put in the coupon code. And Billy, was it just from your friends? I can't remember now.
Oh,
free first month free, maybe.
First month free.
First month free.
Yeah, I wrote that down, but we need to read. I'm going to reshare that video, Elizabeth, from the Lunch and Learn.
Yeah. Okay. And then also that would be great with that link on it, and kind of check that out. We will be hounding you on this one because again, no reason why you shouldn't. And our rule of 6 or 12 or 15 or 25 times we need to contact you, we're going to do it.
And really, another important thing is we are the only one here that has the program, and they're not going to let anybody else do that. So as a RE/MAX agent, you got a big benefit.
Big benefit with this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I was trying to think of any other updates we might have from the week. I think the other thing that we just continually to see great publicity on is R4 is starting next week. So some of you are doing it virtually. It's really been fascinating watching the people who are getting ready to go live because I've been trying to follow them and figure out like what's going on, but they mailed to everybody their registration kits.
Oh, okay.
So if you think about, like, okay, where do people gather? Where are mass crowds? Well, registration, obviously, at a conference is always one of those. And so instead, they mailed everybody all their registration materials, their bags, their badges, everything. Those were coming like last week and the week before. I was like, why are all these people wearing their badges already? Like, I was so confused.
And I don't know if it was on RE/MAX Creative this morning, they were like unboxing a lot of the, I don't know if they were the freebies from the marketplace. And like there was like a vest and a water bottle and all these different RE/MAX items from the different vendors that were going to be there. And I don't know if it's the things that they're going to be, discounted. So it was kind of fun to watch.
Yeah.
Here is the most fascinating piece of all this. If you figure, I mean, this is what you've got to figure. A vendor spends $25,000, which is not unrealistic. They spend $25,000 to sit in a conference hall, for 3 days to get exposed.
And it's so worth it.
Well, I mean, they think it's worth it. Okay, they're getting support, but instead of now their virtual conference hall, they're taking that $25,000, sending, I mean, the numbers were for live. I don't know. I can't remember what they capped on. I feel like they may have capped. I mean, the number was pretty small of what they capped on for live. So maybe it was 2,000. Oh. And now all of a sudden, you're sending everybody a vest.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It was pretty fun. I mean, the jackets were on there, like you had said, and just different things. There was a necklace. I was just watching. I didn't have the volume on, so I don't know what was on the necklace, but I was curious to know. So
the other thing that's been fun that I've seen, which is that everybody's gotten into, is they're exchanging pins. So, like when you go to Disney World and everyone has the pins that you exchange, now they're exchanging the pins at the conference. So that'll be fun. But it's going to be super great to watch virtually.
Yeah.
To see what's going on. You have access to it 90 days afterwards. So That'll be a big part of kind of up to some of the updates of what we got going on next week. How about you guys? Big weekend plans?
Well, before we get to the
yes.
I want to remind people about the spring pop by.
Mm-hmm.
We have a deadline. Next Wednesday is the last day because we want to get them ordered and get them in for April. So I just sent out an email and posted on our Facebook RBR Agent Staff page about it. So check it out and reserve your spring Popeyes if you'd like to do that. So.
Super cute. Umbrellas.
Yeah.
I've got you covered. And I mean, you know what's great about it, umbrellas is this isn't, again, no one throws away an umbrella. Right? You keep it. You know, even if I have a whole box, I have 10, probably more than that. I'll start bringing in umbrellas. But you don't throw them away. So, and then all of a sudden you're getting ready to go somewhere and you grab one and, hey, look who it is. It's
really true. Like I've been saying to my husband, because we have so many, I want like an umbrella stand, like an old fashioned, like put by our front door, a place to put them because they just like lay in my little closet in the foyer and they're just like all over the place and it drives me nuts. But yeah,
I have a friend she was trying to send out some campaign materials and we were like, you've got to send something that people aren't going to throw away.
Well, what's great about the one that we got, it collapses to 11 inches in size. So, you can fit it in your purse pretty good if you need to, unless you got a lot of stuff, but most of the time I think it'll work. And it'll fit in your car, so we tried to find one that was, portable,
Yeah. It's not the long golf umbrella. It's the small.
It'll be handy. It'll come in for you, and it has Remax on it, so it'll be braided for you too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. No, good week. Lots of good stuff. I'm headed tomorrow to St. Louis to watch my nephew play baseball.
Nice.
He plays for Oral Roberts, and they're playing against St. Louis University. So cross my fingers. There's some sun. How about you guys?
Aren't we going camping too, or something? Or Ford is?
My other nephew is headed out to a camping trip. Yes, he is.
By St. Louis too.
It is. I think you're right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, different carload.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Jamie?
I don't have anything going on this weekend, which is good. Brad got his first COVID shot this morning at Furrow Field. So we'll see how he feels, but we don't have any major plans. Might barbecue tomorrow and have my sister over if she would respond and answer if she's coming. That's it.
I've got a packed weekend as always. Tonight I'm going to go to my sister Missy's house. We're going to watch Harry Potter because my little niece Lexi is reading the books. So after each book, we're going to have a Harry Potter night for her and watch the movies.
Oh, fun.
She hasn't really seen all of them. Well, I think she's only seen the first one. So that we're going to do that. And then tomorrow I'm going to work on some drawings because I've got more requests, which is awesome. And then Sunday we get to finally take our kayaks out, which I'm really excited. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and hopefully we'll cross our fingers for some sun so Billy can kayak, Jamie can barbecue, and I can sit out on a baseball field. All right. Thank you guys for another good week.
All right. See you later.
Bye.